So I am on my way home from work, and I am so tired. I mean, I got my butt kicked last night. I had 3 couplets and a GYN and a mom that had an IUFD last night, which is a intrauterine fetal demise. So I don't know, I think when you have a patient and there's something really emotional going on, it's even more taxing on you, so you feel even more exhausted. It's like combined with like so much stuff, and I just keep thinking about the long list of things that I have to do, and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna get through these last couple weeks. I only have about two and a half more weeks for school, and I have 2 exams and 2 projects. So I think I told you guys earlier that the exam is on Friday. I've been studying, but I don't know, I really need to amp it up. And then I have the comprehensive final, so I'm really gonna, you know, dive into that and really go hard and study. Also, I have 2 presentations on the 10th that I still haven't started, and that was what, 2 days ago that I told you guys that. So I don't know, I really need to get on the ball, but I think it's because school is winding down and I'm tired and I'm losing my drive, I'm losing my motivation. You would think that I would be like super amped up because it's almost over, but I'm not. I'm drained, I'm exhausted. This is a very rigorous and hard program. Like, I take my hat off to all of you guys who are going to school, working, be it on the nursing, you know, BSN, ADN level, to all my master's degree prepared nurses, master's degree students right now. You guys are awesome and you rock. Because this is hard. This is really hard. Like, this is the hardest time I've ever had in school. Like, my first degree was in biology, and I had an absolute blast in undergrad, okay? I think I had a little bit too much fun. I went back to school, and I tell everybody, like, a nursing degree, it was so hard. It was the hardest thing I had to do until now. Like, this is crazy. There's so much studying, there's so much reading, there's so much stuff that you need to know, and not even just book knowledge. You know, there are evidence-based guidelines that you need to follow. They're like recommendations. It's so much that you have to keep in your head, and it is so difficult. You have to put in so much time studying, and I'm just at my wit's end. I don't even know if my brain can hold it all. Oh, I mean, granted, it has to, but yeah. And then okay, so I'm going to share some news with you guys. I am really contemplating putting off and taking some time in between completing the women's health nurse practitioner degree portion, because I'm just so tired. Like, I really don't feel like looking for another preceptor, another clinical site. I don't feel like trying to balance clinical and work again. Like, I really don't want to do it. Like, with my school, you have up to 2 years to complete it without having to reapply. But I don't know, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just so tired that I'm giving up right now. But my brain does need a break. It really does need the break. So I know for a fact that I'm gonna take the break, and you know what, actually there was going to be a break anyway because I needed to study for my board exams, but I think I'm going to take a longer break than I intended. I was only going to take like a semester or a term off, but I think I'm going to take at least maybe 2 terms or a year to think about it. So my program is actually a combined master's in DNP program, but I knew from the beginning that I didn't really want to go back to get my DNP, at least not right now. I don't really see the benefit in getting the DNP because I really don't want to do research, and I don't want to teach on the master's degree level or the doctoral degree level. I only want to teach just regular BSN or ADN courses, and you only need a degree higher, so I only need a master's degree to teach them, which was always my goal. But yeah, it's like I'm going back to school. Sorry, one second. Sorry. So it would be essentially me going back to school, paying more money, but not really reaping any benefits from it because there's no increase in responsibility or increase in your salary. I was really like, that's a no-go. So you want me to go back to school and accrue more debt and pay more money for another degree when essentially I would not be getting any benefit back? Yeah, that's a negative. So until they increase the salary and increase the responsibility, then I will think about going back. Yeah, and plus I want to wait until my kids are a little bit older. I really want to focus on just their learning and development right now, because it was really hard to balance that and school. So yeah, I just want to kind of focus on that. And then my husband has, you know, goals that he wants to attain in the next couple years, so I figure, you know, spread the wealth. Let me not be greedy and take all the time for my progression and development. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I thought I'd share that with you. Oh my goodness. So I just got home, and let me see if you can see this. Can you see that? Up on the porch is a package. Why is that package there at 9:22? I bet you they didn't knock on the door or anything. Oh my goodness, that's the only thing about online shopping that I do not appreciate. I mean, not that I live in a bad neighborhood or anything, but I just don't want the boxes like sitting out on the porch. Like, I live on the main street on my development. In my development, so it's like, come on, could you at least like hide it, put it like under the bushes? Like, you just have it sitting there. Like, come on, UPS, FedEx, USPS, whoever did the drop off, like, come on, we got to do better. We gotta do better. But anywho, I am now parking my car. I'm gonna go get that package. Actually, I'm gonna check the mailbox from yesterday. Get that package and lay down, because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Exhausted. I know I say that all the time, right? I think it almost all the videos, all of my vlogs, I say I'm exhausted, but that's because I am. I don't know. I really, really hope it gets better once school is over. Oh, okay. So I'll be back in a couple hours. It's already 9:24. I don't have much time to get some rest, but I will see you soon. So, to say the least, today has not been a good day. I really couldn't vlog today. So what I do today, my son got a haircut. I kind of just dragged around the house, basically dreading the fact that I have all this work to do. I just sat down in front of my computer to work on some homework. I paid a couple bills today. Whoop whoop, adulthood. What was I thinking? Like, what was I thinking to want to grow up? Like, I used to always say that all the time. Like, I can't wait until I'm this age. I can't wait until I'm that age. Yada, yada, so forth and so on. Do you know what I would give to go back for like a week to where there are no bills, no responsibilities, and I can just spend my money on frivolous things and request more from my parents later, right? Yeah, right. But yeah, I just sat down. I'm about to start working on a case study. It was from clinical. We had to choose a complicated case that we encountered, and we have to write up like a PowerPoint presentation, basically outlining, I guess, maybe the whole scenario, different methods of treatment, and then you have to, in a sense, evaluate the plan of care and compare it to the other methods, that you could have used to treat the patient, and conclude if that was the best option for treatment. So my patient had oligo, which is oligohydramnios, which is low amniotic fluid. Let's see. We chose to induce the patient after a BPP, abnormal BPP, a biophysical profile. I'll go over that in another video, but it's basically a type of fetal surveillance where you evaluate the health of the fetus while in utero. So there's some other options. You could have chose to oil hydrate the mom for a couple hours, see if the fluid level went up. You could have chose to IV hydrate, see if the fluid level goes up, and in those cases, if the fluid levels did rise, we could have chosen to do weekly surveillance of the baby. But in this case, it was the best option. Like, there was an abnormal BPP and she was already termed, so there's really no point in waiting. So now I just have to write that up in a PowerPoint and then come up with a way to explain it in my presentation, which I really hate because it's like doing two assignments because you put the PowerPoint together. However, I don't like just going off the cuff, and let me cut the TV down. I don't like just kind of going off the cuff and talking. You know, I need to write it out. So I write a whole script, and I read my script as I flip through my slides, which makes it seem more professional, more what I'm talking. I mean, I'll know exactly what I want to say, because once I know me, I get nervous, I start rambling, and I'll forget to say something super important that I wanted to say. I won't articulate it well, so I like to write out the whole script, which means this is a 2-part assignment. So I guess I'm about to hit the books with this, and hopefully I can get enough of it done that I can still study for my exam tonight.